Have you ever said yes to something and immediately felt your soul quietly pack its bags and leave? Well, you're not alone. But I think your algorithm gave you this video for a reason. Because let's be real, if no is the hardest word in your vocabulary, you're probably fluent in over-apologizing, chronic overcommitting, and silently resenting Brenda from accounting. And if you've ever rehearsed a text 72 times, because I know I certainly have, professional emails, brutal. Point is, mate, it's time we had this talk. People pleasing is one of those things that sounds really nice on paper. I mean, who doesn't want to be liked or seen as nice or a good worker? But constantly chasing approval it's like trying to win a trophy in a game you didn't sign up for. You're just like kind of thrown in as an extra. You end up on the field not knowing what you're doing, juggling everyone else's expectations while your own needs are somewhere under the bleachers eating a cold hot dog with watery ketchup. But saying no is kind of fucking hard, right? Now, of course it is, and here's the reason why. Your brain is wired to associate approval with safety. Evolutionarily, being accepted by the group meant survival, because, let's be frank, humans are pretty garbage at surviving on our own. We're not the fastest. What we have for claws are more likely to hurt ourselves than whatever we're clawing at. We don't even have those weird thumbs on our feet that every other ape has to help them climb trees. All we've got is a big squishy sponge between our ears that lets us invent cool shit. But without a group, we're pretty much boned. Though in today's world, the group is Karen from spin class and that friend who always needs a ride. Maybe even your high school friends that you haven't talked to or seen in 5 years. You don't owe anyone your piece for the sake of fitting in. So how do we start undoing this habit? Well, I've got a simple framework. Pause, prioritize, and practice. So let's break this down. Step 1, pause. Before you instinctively say yes, take a breath. Ask yourself, do I actually want to do this, or am I just saying yes so I'm not perceived as a burden? If it's the latter, don't say yes, at least not immediately. Tell them you'll get back to them before lunch, or by the end of the day, or if you want to get really crazy with it, by tomorrow morning. I know, baffling stuff. But seriously, whatever makes sense to you and gives you the space you need to make a properly informed decision. Because creating expectations in others by saying yes off the cuff to things that you can't actually follow through on only serves to put more stress on them, where they could have otherwise found a better solution with more time to spare had you given them an honest answer about your ability to help. Step 2, prioritize. Imagine your time and energy are like your phone's battery. You wouldn't let 12 random apps drain it in the background. So stop doing that with people's requests. Make a list. What actually matters to you? Let that guide your decisions, not guilt. Studies show that writing things down just by itself is enough to help with recollection. So if you can take a physical pen to paper, then you'll be better able to assess how important new requests are as compared to your current task load. Or, if that's not your thing, have an ongoing notes file in your phone so that you can use the advice from step 1. Say you'll get back to whoever is asking you for the favor, and then check your notes file later to see if what they're asking you actually fits into what you have going on. Of course, leaving yourself some breathing room as well, especially because you never know when something actually important is going to come up when you filled your schedule with a bunch of frivolous BS. You aren't a one-man army. You don't need to do everything yourself. Step 3, practice. Start small. Say no to a low-stakes request. Cancel plans you don't want to go to, or say you have other plans when asked to come to something that you don't really want to. And yes, vegging at home by yourself is a plan if that's what you want to do. Remember, boundaries aren't walls. They're fences. Because you wouldn't let someone, even your friends, just wander through your yard, into your garage, and walk out with whatever they felt like taking. You wouldn't stand there watching them, saying, yeah, you can have that. Oh, sure, take that too. Here, let me help you get that into your car. It's my pleasure. So why on earth are you inviting people freely to take your personal time and leave you with a stressed out mess to clean up? Stop it. You're worth more than that. Even if you don't believe it. Hell, if you're really in a bad spot and you can't believe that no matter how hard you try, then think of it as the other person deserves more than someone making a promise they can't keep. And then don't make that promise if you can't keep it. And listen, setting boundaries might make you feel like a dick at first, because your mind is going to tell you that you're just rejecting people. But saying yes to everyone only serves to create more issues, not just for yourself either. If people are relying on you because they trusted you gave an honest yes in your ability to help, when in reality you already had far too much on your plate, and now you're procrastinating the work but are also too afraid of telling them you can't actually help after all, then you've effectively taken away valuable time that they could have used to find someone who actually had the ability to help. And let me tell you, that's not the way to avoid rejection or disapproval from others. Quite the opposite, in fact. Now, I hear you saying, "Oh, but I've been able to manage so far." Have you really? Is your incredible ability to manage all the things your crippling urge to say yes is put on your shoulders the reason you're watching this video? Yeah, didn't think so. The world doesn't need another agreeable doormat. It needs you. Your honest, messy, incredible self who values their time and gives it in full to the things that matter, be that work, friends, family, hobbies, whatever. You are capable of so much more than you realize, but it needs to be taken in small steps. We often overestimate what we can get done in a day and vastly underestimate what we can get done in a year. And that short-sighted view blocks so much of our potential. So here's your challenge for the week. Say no to one thing that drains you. Just one. Try it. You can use the steps I've outlined in this video to transition into a no if that's easier for you as well. And when you do, feel how good it is past the initial anxiety. Then come back and comment on how it went. Maybe you'll inspire someone else to do the same. And hey, if this gave you that little nudge that you feel you needed, go ahead and like, subscribe, or share with your favorite recovering people pleaser. Let's all stop auditioning for roles in other people's lives and start starring in our own. And you don't need anyone else's permission to believe that you deserve that for yourself. You just have to start taking whatever step, no matter how small, that seems manageable to take. And as someone who's been successfully coming out of this myself, I believe in you. I may not know who you are, but I know that you're capable of so much more than you think you are. So I'll leave it on this note, because mate, you've got this.